Hey gang, you are on to Module 1, our first step in a very large project. And when I say large project, I don't mean the big scope of your project, I mean the steps that we're going to be taking. We're going to be taking steps throughout the semester to get you to a program proposal. And then next semester in 70/60, you are actually going to plan the promotion of that program. So I would like you to pick a project that you would actually like to do. Something that maybe you're at work, right? You're working with right now, you're at the university setting, you're in the community fitness setting, you're in a setting that you can actually implement. So we're gonna walk through all the steps. Some of you are very excited to do these projects, so I'm gonna hold you back a little bit and I'm gonna make you think about the rationale of why you would do these projects. So in your discussion, it's going to be kind of throwing ideas out there, and I hope that you guys would help each other flush some of these ideas out. So I kind of want to know your purpose. So what's the ultimate goal? Is it childhood obesity? Is it, improving quality of life? Is it, increasing muscular strength for certain populations? What kind of scope are you working with depending on your setting? This is going to kind of dictate how you're going to do that. And in most cases, we are doing health education because we got to hit on that part of your doctoral program. And then what kind of support? Everyone does a project with some leadership. So who's going to be helping you do this project? I don't expect you to do it all by yourself. You're going to need to recruit some helpers and some workers and some partnerships maybe in there. And what kind of resources do you have? Some of you are going to propose some great ideas, but do you have the resources at this time to do these projects? So help each other out, banter back and forth with the discussion to get some of these ideas stirring for folks to start thinking about a project. The other thing I want you to do is a annotated bib, 20 references, mostly peer-reviewed. You can have some which are popular culture, but I would expect you to be hitting on the CDC's page or some .edu pages. That's fine. But give us some background to the problem. So you're going to do a literature review. So if you're keyed in on childhood obesity, then we're going to have to key in on what causes childhood obesity. Are you looking at it from a policy standpoint, or are you looking at it from an education standpoint, or start unraveling what problem you're dealing with and kind of shape it out with that. So make sure your references are current. They should not be past 2015. So the last 4 years is realistic. When we start getting into the 2000 or 2010, that looks a little bit old these days. So make sure that you're keeping within 3 to 4 years for your research articles. Do not dig back past then. You can kind of set your limits on your Galileo or your search engines to that effect. So discussion, flushing out ideas, and that will help you with your annotated bib to kind of zone in on what health aspect it can be. So it might be a muscle strengthening program that you want to do with geriatrics to prevent falls. So you need to focus on fall prevention and the impact of falls with the elderly, even though you're going to end up doing a physical activity program with elderly. So do you see how they're not going to be quite the same, but you need the underlying health condition that's going on to lead you to your program. So I love these classes because we really get to do. So start thinking about how will we implement all this good stuff that you've been working on with your studies. So give it a whirl. I'll give you my feedback. So look for that next week. I'll talk to you later.